Scandinavian Bob here, hi. As someone who has been involved in the porn addiction community for 13 years now, I sometimes get emails asking me what kind of porn is the worst. Or what kind of porn releases the most dopamine? And I'm going to give you the answer to this in just a few seconds. But here's the thing. Well, I guess some of them are trying to figure out what to avoid the most. Or maybe then they're just curious. But whatever the reason, it is important to understand that if you're trying to unhook from a porn addiction, it is absolutely the case that all kinds of porn is to be avoided because it will fire up the same addiction pathways no matter what. So, with that said, here comes the answer. There is not a specific genre or type of porn that is going to release the most dopamine for everyone. Because what matters is what kind of type the individual finds the most arousing. However, despite that, there are still 3 things that we can say that are going to spike it even more. And here they are. The first and the absolute biggest one is novelty. Yes, novelty spikes your dopamine like crazy. And this means whenever you see something new, it takes your already elevated dopamine up a notch. Like for example, fast forwarding in the clip, switching to another position will do it. Or clicking to a new clip with another porn star, even more so. And then clicking to another category will also do it, of course, and on and on and on. The second one that drives up your dopamine is shock and surprise. And that in combination with the drive for novelty is of course the reason for why people can sometimes end up looking at things that they would not want to really experience for real. So it can just as well be some alien or tentacle porn or whatever you find out there. Then the third one is actually anxiety and disgust, a bit related, and this again explains why people can end up watching all kinds of things. It's about basically finding new things online that shakes you up a bit. But tied into all of these is again novelty. It's novelty that most powerfully spikes dopamine, keeping those sky-high dopamine spikes coming again and again, relentless and ultimately destructive. Novelty is the brain's hunger for something new, but here's the problem. Eventually, the new becomes the old. Of course, that is what's going to happen when you've searched and clicked so much that you've pretty much seen it all. And it's such an important phrase that you have to listen to it again. Eventually, the new becomes the old. And this is perhaps the best example of what tolerance looks like in porn addiction. And once you reach this stage, you're obviously going to be pretty numb to sexual stimuli, especially from real life people, because your brain is now so conditioned to need constant novelty with the click of a mouse to keep it buzzing. I mean, just think about it. When you're with someone in real life, you can't just click to a new and novel partner suddenly there in the bedroom. And with all that porn you've been watching, your brain is now wired to constant novelty. So your reward system is then definitely going to start seeing real intimacy as less exciting. This can then lead to a suboptimal libido and even difficulty achieving or maintaining a full erection. And the only real solution for this is, of course, to stop using the porn and increase the amount of time you spend with real life people instead to help rewire your arousal to natural stimuli. So if you recognize yourself in this and your libido is currently low, I just gave you the real solution. But if you want some additional helpful tools and tips on how to potentially boost your manhood some more, I have made a really short guide for you to read, a manhood guide with some super helpful and easy tricks to try to get a bit more, life down there. And you can get that guide for free by using the link under the video. And speaking of different types of porn and what to avoid, have you ever wondered what else to avoid during a PMO reboot? Like for example, just hot babes on Instagram, R-rated movies, or even regular video games with some steamy content in them? Well, if so, take a look at the video you see on the screen right here, as over there I will reveal something that may absolutely blow your mind. Just click on it right now and you'll see exactly what I mean. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today. Consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.